everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on this situation with LeBron James and why why it seems like no one is happy with LeBron, right? When you talk about like a lot of the fans are not really happy with LeBron. Uh, Jeannie Buss and the liquor organization is not happy with LeBron. The media is not happy with LeBron, and basically, in my opinion, I think no one's happy with LeBron because of the effort throughout his career, the effort that LeBron James put in, right? And so now, when you have a situation, what LeBron is in, his situation, and nobody's happy, I think that the first of all, I think that the Lakers organization, they feel betrayed, right? Because when you go to play for a Laker organization as a franchise ball player, there are very high standards, right? And LeBron James, in most people's opinion, did not meet those standards when it came to when it came to the Lakers. It's like when you a lawyer coming out of law school and they get recruited by one of the top law firms, right? They only recruit these law firms only recruit certain lawyers, right? Certain people out of certain schools. And when you get there, the expectations are higher than, if you was like a public defender or something like that. You can't go to a large law firm with public defender type skills and benefit from everything all the prestige that comes with working with a large law firm, right? And it's the same thing with the Lakers. All the prestige, excuse me, all the prestige and all the French benefits and stuff that come with playing for a Laker organization. LeBron James benefit. He definitely benefited from that. But in return, they want performance. They want, the Lakers want championships. They want you to leave everything out there on the court. And I think that the Lakers organization felt betrayed. Jeannie Buss, that's why these statements coming out like Jeannie Buss was unhappy with LeBron James. And I think rightfully so. Like if you pay for something and you have an expectation for something and you don't feel like, right or wrong, you don't feel like you got your money's worth, then you're going to feel betrayed. And so now we have a situation where everybody's coming out and speaking up against LeBron James. So much public, so many people are speaking out. Whereas though, if LeBron James had performed, and if at least the Lakers were happy with his performance, then a lot of what's being said in the public about LeBron James, like they will find a way to brush that stuff under the rug, and it wouldn't get out. So I want to play some of what's going on and what's being said about LeBron James, and I want to comment on it. Like these are some football players who came out and said some things, alleged some things against LeBron James as far as like steroids, right? And so here we go.
They're letting him get away with taking steroids.
Why wouldn't we?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't we?
Don't get mad at me for saying
all the money he's brought in the league. Screw it. Let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it. I don't care. Let him do it. I don't coffee. What? He be creatine coffee and peptides. LeBron on steroids. Can you at least elaborate?
Yeah, give me some context.
Just how old is LeBron? What was we just talking about? At 35, Jerry Rice did what? He tore his ACL, right? And still plays.
He plays
LeBron,
football.
how old?
40. Playing basketball.
He don't even play all the games.
Now, we didn't have some pickup games. I'm 37. We had some pickup games. After the pickup games, I'm hurting, bro. Like bad.
But just think though, bro.
He's on something.
But just think.
Just
think.
He do that every.
He's on steroids.
He's
on them. Peptides.
I don't doubt it.
So you heard the guys, right, that said peptides. And I don't know anything about peptides or anything like that. But my point is with this whole thing is that now they're allowing these type of things to come out about LeBron James, because I think that the machine, like big businesses who LeBron James associate with, if they can't make their money on the court, and they'll find different ways to make their money. Like, and I think part of the way they're gonna make their money back off of LeBron James is just through like this campaign to drag LeBron James, like make LeBron James a part of this media cycle, right? And I think that's why, and they don't really have to do anything. All they have to do is just feed LeBron James to the wolves. Like, the fans are not happy. Other players are coming out and they're speaking their truth or speaking about what they think about, what they know about the situation. And so let's listen to this. This is I think this is Kevin Garnett with Paul Pierce talking about LeBron James, and this was out a while ago.
Mainstream media cover.
Hold on.
Explosive, bro.
He is, but you seen his dad? His dad on that balcony.
Yeah,
he on that new
he
juice.
ain't
That
sliding like he used to.
That many people in the sports world have been speculating about privately for a long time. That LeBron James is no different from Lance Armstrong, no different from Barry Bonds, no different from Mark Aguirre, Sammy. So no different than any of the rest of these athletes that have been out chasing immortality, fame, and great wealth by any means necessary. The steroid card, the juice card, has been played on LeBron James. The media is trying to ignore it. We don't ignore anything over here at Fearless, so we're not.
I'm saying that Bronny can get a bucket on Bron.
I'm saying he can't. One rollout, get a bucket.
3 dribbles?
No way. I'm
Yeah,
talking
he
about
can get a bucket on.
no.
Man,
All right, so that was Paul Pierce, and then Jason Whitlock said too, right? But and like I said, in my opinion, I just think that because big business and the Lakers, they feel betrayed. LeBron James didn't live up to his end of the bargain as far as like putting in the effort. The fans don't feel like that he lived up to Lakers standards. And so now I think LeBron James is going to be a part of that media that cycle. They just going to feed him to the wolves, and then everybody, who has anything, any allegations to say about LeBron James, I think they're going to come out with it, and that's the way they're going to get their money back when it comes to LeBron James, right? Because they feel betrayed. And that article that Jeannie Buss put out, well, she didn't put it out, but that article that said that Jeannie Buss was not happy with LeBron James. She felt like LeBron James was ungrateful. His son got, they drafted his son. And you think about the fact that LeBron James had several coaches fired. And so they have always tried to accommodate LeBron James, like whatever you want, whatever you need, just perform, just do your part, hold up your end of the bargain. And that's why I think, excuse me, that's why I think everybody feels, feel betrayed. And so if you can't make money off of LeBron James one way, then I think that they're going to feed LeBron James to the wolves. And then once LeBron James retire, I think it's going to all go downhill, and I don't think I'm reaching right in this with this, because if you think about all the great basketball players or even great football players, all of those guys, man, would every one of them put everything they had into their sport. They was dedicated like that. But this LeBron James he's like the one case that's different from everybody else. You can't say this about like Tom Brady. You can't say it about Ray Lewis. Any great NFL football player or any great NBA basketball player, you can't say that about them. And that is what like makes his situation unique, and that's what makes his situation different. And I think that we are watching. People say, "Well, you're trying to, you hating on LeBron James," but it's not that. If you have watched sports for you know, for decades, and you watch generations of basketball players and generation of football players go through, you get used to, like, you know, and you can identify like what passion and effort is on the court and on the field. And if you see something that is not that, then you'll be able to point it out. And LeBron James is a lot different from what, you know, all the great, you know, even Tiger Woods, you know, Tiger Woods, anybody that's great at anything, it's just a difference between LeBron James and all those other greats. And most of the people who don't feel like that, most of the people who don't agree with that, are probably like the younger generation who don't have anything else to compare that to. Because I think if you've seen Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Kobe Bryant play, then you'll know there's a difference between the level of passion and the level of like the way they perform on the court versus LeBron James. You know, if you watch Tom Brady, Ray Lewis, or any great football player, you know, you'll just, like, fans, as a fan, you'll be able to identify that. You'll be like, wow, this is not the same. This is a guy right here who is just basically going through the motions. And so that's why I just feel like Jeannie Buss feels betrayed. The NBA feels betrayed, because the only one, like, the person who benefited most out of this situation is LeBron James. And I go back to the example I used, like, he got a really good job. He benefited, but he didn't perform up to what the you know, the people that hired him, he didn't perform up to their level, and the standard is really high. And so, you know, I don't think that, even if he had stayed in Cleveland, I don't think that he would have been able to get away with, like, you know, but the Lakers, that just make it so much worse, because you're playing at one of the most prestigious teams in the world, you know, so you got to really perform. And so that's why I think they feel betrayed, and they are distancing themselves, because they're going to just toss LeBron James to the wolves, in my opinion. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm going to check you all out in the next video. Peace.